This is the Trib Live High School Sports Network, the official streaming partner of the WPIAL, featuring exclusive coverage of all playoffs and championships. Stretching across 10 counties, 2,000 broadcasts a year, live and forever archived. Trib, hssn.triblive.com.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCCAP.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Swing and a miss! A no-hitter in the WPIAL Championship game!
The Mohawk Warriors have knocked off the four-time defending champion and are champions again.
The Shenango Wildcats are the WPIAL champions.
Elwood City, WPIAL champions for the first time in school history.
Cox with it. Cox all the way in the jam again. The Red Hurricanes storming their way to another title. Swing and a miss. A one-hit masterpiece.
Turn. Fake it to Maples, keeping himself, coming near side. Can they hit him?
Strike three called. Put another notch in the belt. Memorial Spartans three-peat.
And the Neshannock is the 2021 2A Girls Champion.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet. Your national anthem here from Medlar Field at Lebrano Park. It's the Class 2A State Championship. The Neshannock Lancers coming in at 20-7. The Everett Warriors coming at 20-2. The champions of District 5 against the runner-ups from District 7. A broadcast on Lawrence County SportsNet powered by LCCAP is presented by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Also broadcast on Trib Live High School Sports Network. Today's broadcast also brought to you in part by Mainly Chiropractic, by Citizens Hunting Company, by R. Cunningham Funeral Home, by Pat Calero and State Farm, by Union Area Baseball, by Luxembourg, Garvey, Kelly, and George, by the Red Zone, by Ponch's Insurance, by the Crane Room Grill, by Something for Your Wall Photography, by Tri-County Principals Association and the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. About to get underway here from Penn State University in the shadows of Mount Nittany. The first of 12 championship games, 6 baseball, 6 softball. That'll be coming your way. We'll have the Neshannock softball game tomorrow, bright and early in the morning as well. Some breakfast ball here, 10:30 scheduled start time. Neshannock will be the away team in the Sea of Red between the Everett Warriors and the Neshannock Lancers. Listen here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, LCCsportsnet.com, powered by LCAP. Today's broadcast is presented today by LCAP, the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. If you or your child are interested in participating in group activities with other youth, LCAP offers so many fun and educational programs to support children and youth as they transition from childhood into their adolescence and teenage years. Check out everything they have from the Head Start programs, early learning programs, all sorts of great stuff at LCAP. With that, we're ready here for first pitch coming your way from Penn State University. What a season it has been. Apologize, it is an abbreviated pregame show. We're also trying to get some technical difficulties straightened out here. So the sound is not going to be perfect in the early going. We apologize. We're going to get as best as we can as we get everything tuned in. First pitch coming in, lefty on lefty to start. It's in there. So strike one to leadoff hitter Josh Pallarino. This is lefty Calvin Isminger on the mound for the Everett Warriors. This one pop foul on the third baseline and out of play, and quickly up 0-2 is Isminger. It was a question whether it would be him or Trenton Malott to start today. They've basically been dual aces according to their team, basically everyone they faced all year. 0-2 pitch misses inside. 1-2 to Josh Pallarino, leading off with the rest of the starting lineup here on our LGKG pregame show. Law Office of AV Rated Attorneys and Super Lawyers, LGKG.com. Breaking ball in the dirt, swung on a miss for strike three. Throw down to first base to complete the put-out to retire Pallarino for the first out of the game. Pallarino leading off. Now will be third baseman Colton Schaefer. Nate Grimm, the catcher, bats third. Grant Melder is the pitcher, batting fourth. Batting fifth, Don Cubelis. Batting sixth, second baseman J.R. Crossan. First baseman Gio Valentine. Shortstop Jack Leese and left fielder Luke Leese round out the starting nine for Coach Polero. His first pitch to Schaefer, foul back to the screen. 0-1 to count, though. It's a nine-man lineup today, but it's not a straight nine. It could be a 10-person roster. We'll talk about that here in a moment as Coach Polero using a very unique and new rule in PIAA and NFHS baseball. 1-1 now the count to Schaefer, a 301 hitter. Had the big RBI double to tie it up in the semifinals against Burgettstown. 2-1 as this one misses outside. One down, top of the first inning. Line delivered. This one's popped back foul right towards us and right over our heads towards Beaver Stadium. 2-2 is the count. Coach Polero, his second season, third year we'll officially call it, as head coach in Neshannock. Breaking ball chopped down the first base line and trying to run it out. It will drift just foul as Schaefer gave it a hard 90, making short. Count remains 2-2. Mentioned that it could be 10 because Grant Melder is not the pitcher. He is the pitcher/designated hitter. So what that means is if he comes out of the lineup as the pitcher, he can still remain in as a DH the rest of the game. So it kind of opens up some extra opportunities. Swung on and missed on the 2-2 breaking ball. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the day for Cal Isminger. Senior lefty, a 2-1 strikeout to walk ratio. It's not the best ratio on the year. Had a save in the 1-0 Everett victory in the state semifinals over DeLone Catholic. First pitch breaking ball misses downstairs. Ball one to Nate Rind. The Rind family has had a crazy last couple of weeks. 2-0. This one misses outside. Younger brother Jake Rind is going to start as the DH in the opening round game. Got sick, couldn't compete. Neshannock comes back and wins that game 4-3 as this one's fouled back and out of play, 2-1 to count. Well then, older brother Nate gets sick. He misses the 11-inning marathon against Riverside in the quarterfinals. In the semifinals, it was the parents that missed. They were on a scheduled vacation. Now everybody's here at Penn State for the state championship. 3-1 to count as this one misses outside with 2 down in the top of the first inning. Isminger kicks, delivers, misses outside. 4-ball-4, 2-out walk, draw by Ring. And there's your 2-to-1 ratio right there. And I believe we're going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher. It will be Mr. Andrew Moses, the junior pinch run, or not pinch run, courtesy run, excuse me. The announcer says pinch run, and it's a courtesy runner at first. He's got 14 swiped bags on the year, does Moses, mainly in that courtesy and pinch running role. Facing the lefty on the mound, and now Grant Melder to the plate with 2 down. Throw over to first base, easily back is Moses standing up. Both teams wearing the red jerseys. What do you tell them apart? Charcoal gray for Neshannock on the pants, the white pants on the other side for Everett. Batter move this time, got Moses going the wrong way. Throw to second base on the pickoff, and he's going to be out. Coach Q said that one of the big keys was going to be avoiding the base running mistakes. They had 3 or 4 of them in the PIAA semifinal game. And now when Moses going on first movement, couldn't get to second base in time. Pickoff 1-3-6 to end the top of the first inning with Neshannock 0, Everett coming up to bat. So now let's flip the page and take a look at the Everett starting lineup. Our LGKG starting lineups. Thanks to our friends from Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George. Leading off will be the shortstop, Trenton Malott. Second baseman, Hassan Heinisch, will bat second. Carson Refner, the first baseman, hitting third, followed by the pitcher, Calvin Isminger, in the cleanup spot. Center fielder, Sid Grove, is the team's leading hitter. He bats fifth. Dalton Shaw, the third baseman, will hit sixth. Right fielder, Carl Ford. Designated hitter Mason Klotz, and left fielder Jaden Zinn round out the lineup. Catcher is Ian Clore. He is not in the starting lineup here today. Taking a look at the LGKG defensive alignment for the Lancers. In the outfield, left to right, is Luke Lees, Don Cubelis, and Josh Pallarino. Colton Schaefer at third base, Jack Lees at short, J.R. Prosson, the second baseman, Gio Valentine at first, Nate Rinn behind the dish, and Grant Melder gives the start here today. Got the win in relief in the semifinal extra innings victory. Melder now with a 6-2 record, a 2.86 earned run average. This will be his 12th appearance and 9th start on the season for the Lancers, and we're just glad to see him out there at all after he suffered an ankle injury, celebrating at the end of the WPIAL semifinal game after the team executed a double squeeze, jumped in the dugout, landed awkwardly, turned the ankle, was unable to play in the championship game except for a pinch hit appearance, didn't play in the first round of the playoffs, designated hitter in the quarterfinal and semifinal games in districts. It ends up coming in as the relief pitcher as he was cleared just a couple hours before game time to be able to play the field and the pitch. And now he is getting a chance in the game of the year, state championship here at Penn State. On the bump is Grant Melder. If you've never been here to Medler Field at Lebrano Park, basically think of PNC Park, but instead of the Pittsburgh city skyline, you got Mount Nittany right in dead center field. 325 down the left field line, 378 down the left field power alley, 410 right in left center, correctly in center field, I should say. Left center field, that is. A little nook out there by where the Pirates bullpen would be. 375 in right center, and 320 with a high fence down the right field line. Very much almost a mimicry, really, of what you see at PNC Park. First pitch outside corner for strike one to Trenton Malott, the leadoff hitter. Melder winds and deals, good breaking ball there, but misses upstairs, evens the count at 1-1. To Malott, a 408 hitter throughout the regular season. He fouls this one back to the screen, and 1-2 is Melder against Malott. Kind of an all-West final here with District 5 champion Everett against District 7 champion Neshannock. Fastball rides inside, swung on and missed for the first out of the inning. First strikeout of the game for Melder, and strikeout number 66 on the year. Brings up Kason Heinisch with one down in the bottom of the first inning. Melder working quickly, kicks, delivers. First pitch in there for strike one to Heinisch. Heinisch, who he didn't score the winning run. He had a pinch runner come in for him after he got on second base, who scored that game-winning run, the only run of the game, 1-0 to score in the semifinal win over Delone Catholic. He fouls this one out of play down the first base line. The 0-2 from Melder. Breaking ball throws him. I'd say good afternoon, good evening, good night, but it's good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Back-to-back strikeouts for Grant Melder. Same way that Cal Isminger started on the other side for Everett. 2 down. Carson Refner will now step to the plate. He's first pitch swing. He drills this one towards deep right field, going back on it, settling under it now. Just in front of the warning track is Tyler Reno, who had a great jump on that baseball for the third out of the inning. And with that, Everett goes down in order. We've played one. Both teams go 3 and out to start the game. And it's the Class 2A Baseball Championship presented by LCCAP here on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553.
Melder was relieved for a pinch runner, ended up scoring a winning run in the bottom of the ninth. That 1-2 pitch to Melder just missed downstairs. Count now 2-2 to Melder, leading off the top of the second inning. The senior lefty fires, misses well outside, and the count runs full to Melder, the leadoff batter here in the top of the second. Payoff pitch. Called strike 3 down at the knees. First out of the inning, third strikeout of the game for Cal Isminger, and so far home plate umpire Terrence Bean. Pretty generous strike zone. It's tough for us to tell, we're way up high, but looks like he's giving a consistent quality down at the corners and down at the knees. We'll take a look at the rest of the umpires here in a moment. Today's Class 2A championship game brought to you by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Strike one to freshman Dom Cubelis. Oh, 0-1 to count as Isminger winds and fires. Foul down the first base line. The rest of the umpires, Devin Doverspike is at first base, Roddy Hartle at second, and Joseph DePietro the third is at third. Quickly up 0-2 is Cal Isminger. 0-2 breaking ball, swung on and missed. 3-pitch strikeout. The wind picks up and sends my papers flying right at our friend Cody. He's got the quick hands. Right now, these pitchers wheeling and dealing. 4 strikeouts now for Isminger, and J.R. Prosson will now step to the plate. Prosson, first pitch swinging, fouls it back out of play down the first base line. Ball bounces into the club section where there's a young fan who made the catch. 0-1 to count to the second baseman, the senior Prosson. Strike 2 called. He's one of the 3 seniors in the starting lineup today. 3 seniors, 4 juniors, a sophomore and a freshman. This one fouled back. Count remains 0-2 to Prosson, hitting .243 on the season. Isminger winds and delivers. Misses high. Good hold by Prosson. Still 2 down. In the top of the second inning. Isminger kicks, delivers in the dirt. Count even now at 2-2. Chop foul down third base, caught by on-deck batter Giovanni Valentine, hoping to get a chance to bat here in the top of the second. Good fire back to the mound, actually, too, by Valentine. Showing off the arm. The 2-2. High and away. Count runs full. Prosson working a 7 pitch. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Payoff pitch downstairs on the 2-out walk. Drawn by the Lancers in the top of the first after Rind was walked. Courtesy runner Andrew Moses was picked off. We'll see now after it was a bad move and a good move that we saw from the lefty. High kick. First pitch swinging is Valentine on the pitch to play. It's going to be high pop towards shallow center field. Coming in is Grove. He'll settle under it. Will the junior and make the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, no hits. There was a runner stranded after the 2-out walk. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. It's the Class 2A Baseball Championship here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Today's broadcast brought to you by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. So many great programs that the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership has available for you. The ones we like the best: Top Club, Top Team Outreach Program, serving youth ages 12 to 18 in Newcastle School District and the Cray Alternative Education School District, establishing and reinforcing protective factors to reduce the impact of risk and to promote good social development and good youth development. So all about these programs with LCAP help empowering teens to build a foundation of good life choices, healthy behaviors, and also just have a good sense of purpose. Check out all the great programs that the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership offers at lcap.org. That's LCCAP.org. Also want to give a Shout-outs today's broadcast also brought to you in part by Union Area Baseball. Coach Bill Sanders and the Union Baseball family would like to congratulate the Neshannock Lancers on a fantastic season and wish good luck to Coach Q and the Lancers in today's championship game. Special thanks to Union Area Baseball for their help in bringing this game to you at LCCAP.com. Coach Sanders reached out and asked about potentially helping out for this broadcast. He said, if we were there, I know Coach Q would be supporting us too. Love this community. That speaks volumes right there. Storms might be impacting the games today. Supposed to be getting storms coming in by 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Well, guess what? Starting early, folks. The rain is beginning to fall. Here at Penn State, Medler Field at Lebrano Park. First pitch in there, swung on and missed. It's way out in front of it was Isminger, the starting pitcher for Everett. Good off-speed pitch and good mix from Melder. Good breaking ball here, but it's drilled down the right field line, hooking foul. Isminger leads the team with a .486 average. And going into the playoffs, he was only struck out once. Impressive number, to say the least, for the senior. Hitting on the left-handed batter's box, but he swings and misses, and there's another strikeout. So as soon as I say that, Melder picks up where he left off. His third strikeout. That brings up Sid Grove, the center fielder. One of the top averages on the team as well, and a team-high 20 RBI in the regular season. Breaking ball inside corner for strike one. Grove had the only multi-hit game for this Everett team. In the semifinal, fastball inside corner, strike two. Pounding the zone, only one ball thrown so far by Grant Melder in his 14 pitches. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Back-to-back three-pitch strikeouts. And before this game started, we were down on the field. The PCN crew was talking with Coach Q and asked what kind of pitcher is Grant. He throws a lot of strikes. And Coach Q said, man, I hope so. He sure has so far today. 14 of the 15 pitches he has thrown have been for strikes as the rain starts to intensify a little bit here. It was 80 degrees, mostly cloudy at time of first pitch, but didn't take long for the rains to show up. This one popped up down the first base line. Valentine's going to call everybody off. The first baseman makes the catch at the edge of the grass. And back-to-back innings that the Everett Warriors are retired in order. We'll take a break. Scoreless after 2 innings of play. It's the Class 2A Championship. You're listening to it on the LCCSportsNet.com. Today's broadcast presented by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership.
High school season heats up. Make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
When a team needs to discuss their next move in a big game, Coach calls a timeout. When you need to discuss your next move after your latest life endeavor, let Ponce's Insurance be your coach. At Ponce's Insurance, how we serve you is as important as the insurance we provide. Protecting those you love, the business you built, and the things you've earned. That's our job. At Ponce's Insurance online at poncesinsurance.com. Ponce's Insurance. Love the life you live.
Back here at Medler Field, Lebrano Park. 8-9-1 due up for Neshannock as we're scoreless through 2 innings of play. Today's broadcast also brought to you in part by our Cunningham Funeral Home. Visit them online, www.cunninghamfh.com. We're following on Facebook, specializing in funeral and cremation services as well as pre-planning. Proud to serve their community for over 6 generations. Allow their family to help your family. First pitch in there for strike one to Gleese. Breaking ball on the 0-1, misses outside, kind of broke around the plate, evens the count at 1-1. Gleese, a .304 hitter. His brother in the on-deck circles. This one's fouled back right towards us. Got to be ready up here. We can get one straight back right at us, and that one, did you bring your glove, Cody? Come on, man. 1 ball, 2 strike count. To Gleese, and it caught the inside corner and froze him. Strikeout number 5 through the first 8 batters of the game for Cal Isminger of Everett. That brings up Luke Gleese. Gleese number 2 of 4. He shows bunt and pulls back. Ball 1 to call. One of the 4 quadruplets, 3 on the team, and the 4th Jenna, part of the volleyball team. The juniors at Neshannock High School. 1-0 pitch, foul back to the screen. Count even at 1-1. As is tradition, we'll take a look at the softball happenings. Well, not a lot to talk about at this point, but there's a big thing to be talking about for tomorrow. So we go with our Melee Minute. Breaking ball, chopped back up the middle, bounces over the pitcher. Good play by the shortstop, Trenton Malott, coming all the way across second base and making the throw from the edge of the grass for the second out of the inning. 2 up, 2 down for the 3rd straight inning for Neshannock. Leadoff batter Josh Pallarino will now step to the plate, a .317 hitter on the season. First pitch, breaking ball in the dirt for ball 1. Pallarino struck out on that breaking ball to lead off today's contest. Pallarino's got some offers to play at the collegiate level, but right now he's thinking about taking a gap year as he pursues business entrepreneurship. Out in front of this one off the end of the back, rounding the second base, Heinisch to Refner for the 3rd out of the inning. Neshannock goes down 1-2-3. A 9-pitch inning thrown by Cal Isminger. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd inning, still scoreless here in the Class 2A Championship. Today's broadcast brought to you by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. It's time for our Melee Minute, though, as the Neshannock Lancers softball trying to do something that has been done once ever in PIAA history, and that's for a single school to win both baseball and softball championships in the same season. Happened back in 2008, Loyal Soft. The softball team defeated Bald Eagle by a 3-2 scoreline in extra innings. The baseball team defeated Burrell by an 8-3 score. They both won, guess what? Class 2A championships back in 2008. Neshannock is the 9th school in PIAA history to have the opportunity, meaning having both baseball and softball teams playing in the championship during the same year. They're not even the only ones this year, though. How about that? Du Bois Central Catholic in Class 1A has both their baseball and softball team with the chance to be crowned state champions here this weekend. Guess what? Class 2A championship. Back in 2008, Neshannock is the 9th school in PIAA history to have the opportunity, meaning having both baseball and softball teams playing in the championship during the same year. They're not even the only ones this year, though. How about that? Du Bois Central Catholic in Class 1A has both their baseball and softball teams with the chance to be crowned state champions here this weekend. There's your Melee Minute, brought to you by our friends at Melee Chiropractic. If spring cleaning is giving you a big pain in the neck, you know who to call. Call Melee Chiropractic, M-A-H-L-E chiropractic.com for all of your chiropractor needs. The Class 2A Championship at LCCAP.com and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
7, 8, 9. Carl 4, Mason Klotz, and Jaden Zinn, who are due up. 4 watches strike 1 on the outside corner. This breaking ball just misses, evens the count at 1-1. Shockingly, Carl 4, spelled F-O-O-R, not wearing number 4. This one almost hits the 1-2 jersey number. Count now 2-1 to the senior right fielder, one of the 6 seniors, as well as 2 juniors and 2 sophomores in the starting lineup for Everett. Swung on and missed, 2-2 the count. Melder kicks and delivers. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. He's now got 5 strikeouts. Melder and Isminger going toe for toe. Now that brings up Mason Klotz, the designated hitter, batting in the 8th spot here today. The sophomore catcher is not hitting today. That's Ian Clore. First pitch, ball 1. Ian Clore, son of Travis Clore, the head coach. He's coaching down at third base. Mike Klein coaching at first, as this one's fouled back and out of play. And that's kind of interesting because Mike Klein was the 22-year head coach at Everett, stepped aside so he could follow his kids as they went through high school. And then after they've graduated, he's now back, but as an assistant coach at Everett. Third year as an assistant, so 25 years he's been coaching. I mean, Coach Bub Kirkwood, if you're listening out there on the golf course, nothing wrong with coming back and assisting under Coach Q sometime down the road. Pitch misses inside, 3-1 the count. Coach Kirkwood, 32 years as a head coach between Neshannock and Newcastle. 3-1 pitch misses downstairs. There's the first base runner of the game for Everett, and it comes in the form of a 1-out walk here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Senior Jaden Zinn batting 9th. He's not your typical 9-hitter. He is definitely a second leadoff hitter, one of the top averages on the team. Hit .444 in the regular season. 1 down, bottom of the 1st, offering on a bunt in the dirt was Jaden Zinn for strike 1. Melder checks, delivers, again scoring a bunt. This time he does pull back as it rides up and in. Evens the count at 1-1. Everett trying to do what only one other District 5 team has ever done and win a state championship. Coach Q coming out of the dugout asking whether he offered. He's asking if he can appeal down. Not going to get that option, it looks like. Home plate umpire saying nope, he definitely pulled back. The 1-1, not squaring this time. Breaking ball in there for strike 2. So only one District 5 champion. This is the first time a Bedford County team has even made it to the state championship game. Everett only had one state playoff victory in their career before this year. I believe that was in a preliminary round game. 0-2 scoring a bunt. It's going to be popped up and foul. It's going to be caught by Rind for the out. Didn't need to catch it, and that's kind of dangerous because it could have been a tag-up possibility from first base. It would have been a strikeout if it was just allowed to drop because it was a 2-strike bunt attempt. Nevertheless, the out is recorded, the second of the inning, but that brings up the top of the order, Trenton Malott. Melder working from the stretch for the first time. Breaking ball just misses outside. I have to check that. Was a late call for strike 1. My apologies. Step off, throw over to first base, and Valentine was actually creeping in. Good job to recognize and get back to the bag to make the catch. 2 down, bottom of the 3rd inning. Still scoreless. Breaking ball misses away, evens the count at 1-1. Everett 20-2, Neshannock 20-7 on the season. 1-1, ground ball. It gets past the third baseman into the outfielder, bounced off of the glove of Schaefer. Hard hit ball. We'll see how it's going to be ruled. They will rule a hit on the board. That's the first hit of the game for either team. And first time we've seen anybody with a runner in scoring position. Jason Heinisch steps to the plate with 2 down. The sophomore. First pitch swinging. He flares one to right field, but it's right at Pallarino, who had just shifted in to make the catch to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit and a walk, but both those runners left stranded. We've played 3. We're scoreless. Here from State College, it's the Class 2A Baseball Championship. It's presented by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership.
Families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and or all therapies necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow, the weekend warriors, and everything in between, let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game. The pitching certainly keeping everybody in the game here so far. 5 strikeouts apiece through 3 innings for both Grant Melder and Cal Isminger. Melder actually threw more pitches that inning, 18, and he had thrown the entire first 2 combined, just 15. That was pitch number 43, thrown by Isminger. Misses outside for ball 1 to Colton Schaefer. It's Schaefer, Rind, and Melder, the 3 due up for Neshannock. In the top of the 4th, this one's ripped down the third base line, but foul by Schaefer, evens the count at 1-1. Swung on and missed. Good off-speed pitch there from Isminger. Count now 1-2. We mentioned the relative inexperience for Everett in state playoffs. Neshannock, their 4th trip to the state championship. A 19-9 record overall in state playoff games. This one's fouled back and out of play. And how about that? That 5 of the 19 state playoff games that Neshannock has played, including the last 2 of them, have gone into extra innings. They are 5-0 in extra inning games in their state playoff history. 1-2 pitch, fisted and popped up. Tough time finding it is Malott. Does a little pirouette out there at the outfield grass, but makes the catch for the first out of the inning. State champions in 2004 and 2015. State runner-up back in 1991 in one of the first seasons for Coach Mike Bubba Kirkwood. First pitch, breaking ball for strike 1. Theater in. Isminger winds and fires. This one's drilled towards deep left field. Zinn going back on it. Coasting, finally settles under it just in front of the warning track. Rind gave it a ride, but Jaden Zinn makes the catch for the second out of the inning. 2 up, 2 down for Neshannock. Grant Melder will now step to the plate with 2 down. In the top of the 4th inning. He's first pitch swinging. He's under it towards shallow right center field. The center fielder Grove will settle under it and make the catch. A harmless third and now a harmless fourth. Just an 8-pitch inning thrown there from Cal Isminger. We're still scoreless as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Today's broadcast of the Class 2A Championship presented to you by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Don't forget, enrollment has begun for the next school year at all of the LCAP Early Learning Centers and Head Start programs across the county, including the Ben Franklin Early Learning Center, Brew Mill, Elwood City, plus many preschools within the school districts themselves through LCAP. Give the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership a call, at 724-658-7671. Make sure you can reserve your child's spot for the upcoming year. You can also apply to be an employee at one of these early learning centers as well. Send in your resume. Join our team by going to lcap.org/join-our-team, lccap.org/join-our-team. Today's broadcast also brought to you in part by Pat Quilero of State Farm. Agent Pat Quilero in his State Farm office here for you, providing retirement planning as well as life, auto, and home insurance. Give Pat Quilero a call, 724-347-1800, or you can visit them online, patquilero.com. That's PATQUAHLIERO.com. Special thanks to everybody helping to make today's broadcast happen today at Medlar Field at Lebrano Park. It might be Medlar Field, but it's Melder who is getting the job done so far for Neshannock on the hill, keeping it a scoreless game. Only one hit between these two squads, and it came on a hard hit ball by Malott last inning that went off the glove of the third baseman Schaefer on a hot shot. Probably one of those that the fielding team might say, that was an error. The batting team said, it's definitely a hit. First pitch misses outside for ball one. The 1-0 pitch to Refner is swung on and missed, even to count at 1-1. It's 3-4-5. Refner, Isminger, and Grove who are due up. This one drilled towards center field right at Cubelis, but he's going to drift just a little bit over towards right field and make the catch for the first out of the inning. And we're in the shadows of Mount Nittany. We're in the shadows of Beaver Stadium, though, and those balls to center field, very difficult to see. It's also a very hazy day. That little rain shower that just came through certainly not helping. The fog still settling over Mount Nittany in the background. Every fly ball is going to be difficult to deal with. First pitch strike called to Calvin Isminger. Stepping in the left-handed batter's box. Melder delivers. This one misses high and away, even to count at 1-1. Isminger, who had the save on the hill in the semifinal game, him and Trenton Malott considered the two aces for this team. Right now, Melder certainly looking like the Neshannock ace as he breaks off a beautiful curveball in there for strike two. 1 ball, 2 strike to count. Scoreless, bottom 4. High fastball, again, popped up towards center field. This time, Cubelis will drift towards left field just a few steps and make the catch. 2 up, 2 down. That'll bring up Sid Grove. The only player who had a multi-hit game in the state semifinals for this Everett Warriors team, and he did so by putting in the RBI single in the 6th for the only run of that game. First pitch breaking ball misses away for ball 1 from Melder. 5 strikeouts for both Melder and Isminger through 4 innings. This one drilled down the left field line. Leafs got a long way to go, and it's going to hook just foul as it went into the picnic pavilion. That had home run distance. Grove, who does not have a dinger on the season, missed that one foul by just a few feet. In the end, it's just a long strike. Melder's going to step off and get the sign again. Everett, who went on a 12-game winning streak
at the moment. This one's fouled down the third baseline. 1-2 the count. 12 straight victories for Everett, the District 5 champions. And kind of interesting as the brackets played out, because there was a chance that the District 5 runner-up was going to be on the west side, as District 5 normally is. But District 5, 6, 4, usually in the center of the state, can end up being either way. District 3 as well could go east or west. Pop up sky high on the infield. Gleason is going to make the call at short and make the catch right around the second base bag to end the inning. And Everett goes down in 1-2-3 fashion. We're scoreless through 4. Pitchers duel we have here from Medler Field at Lebrano Park, the Class 2A Championship. We're listening to it at LCSportsNet.com. Today's broadcast presented to you by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership.
At our Cunningham Funeral Home and Crematory, we are a proud 6th-generation family-owned and operated funeral home located centrally in the Newcastle and Neshannock communities. Our large facility and experienced staff allows us to accommodate any family with personalized services. To learn more about our services and pre-planning, visit our website at www.cunninghamfh.com or follow us on Facebook. Allow our family to help your family.
In workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wage loss, they're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
Today's broadcast brought to you by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership, the 2A Championship scoreless after 4 innings. Today's broadcast also brought to you in part by Citizens Hunting Company. Citizens Hunting Company is a Lawrence County-based hunting and outdoor brand specializing in custom leather patch hats and apparel for your deer camp or sportsman club. You can check out their latest line of Americana t-shirts just in time for the 4th of July. Give them a check out on Instagram at Citizens Hunting Company. That's Citizens Hunting Company. Lancers coming to the plate. They'll bring 5, 6, 7 Cubelis, Crossan, and Valentine to the plate. Don Cubelis, who's had a flair for the dramatic in each of the last 2 playoff games, as he went with the leadoff triple in the top of the 11th inning against Riverside, ended up scoring the game-winning run, or the go-ahead one that turned into the game-winning run, and then got a big single to extend the inning in extras in semis against Burgestown as well. He's first pitch swinging and beats him into the ground. 4-3 on the putout as second baseman Heinisch had to come a long way to get it, but plenty of time to retire Cubelis. The last 5 batters have been retired in just 11 pitches by Cal Isminger. He was struggling with the pitch count after the first couple of innings, but at this point, well on pace. He's at 50 pitches going into this inning. Melder has thrown 44, so both are doing pretty solidly. First pitch inside, ball 1 to J.R. Prosson, who leads the team with 19 runs scored. That's amongst active and eligible players for Neshannock. 2-0 as this one's missing outside. If you haven't followed Neshannock baseball, they're leading batter in average, RBI, runs scored, and home runs, not eligible for the postseason. Andrew Fry has to watch from the sidelines, one of the biggest supporters of this Neshannock Lancer team. But unfortunately, unable to play through this incredible run for Neshannock throughout the district and now state playoffs. 3-0 pitch right down Broadway, count now 3-1 to J.R. Prosson. And with that, you've had a lot of players who have had to step up in his absence, and they've done a good job of that as Prosson fouls this one back to the screen. I mean, how many times do you hear of a team using 16 different players in a state playoff game? Normally that's in a mercy rule game against a low-level team of your section, not in a state quarterfinal game. Payoff pitch flared towards right field. Four is going to give chase to it, and Carl Four will make the catch right near the right field foul line for the second out of the inning. Neshannock still looking for their first hit. Everett with only 1 through the first 4 innings of play. Isminger and Melder have been rock solid. Now Gio Valentine. First pitch misses to him outside for ball 1. Even crazier, 8 playoff games
In all 8 of them, Neshannock has faced a lefty. Swing and a miss at the high cheddar to Valentine. So he's been busy in the playoffs. 5 RBI all season. 3 of them have come in the state playoffs, including the walk-off hit in the semifinals in the 9th against Burgettstown. He hits this one up the middle, and it's going to go through the legs of Trenton Malott. It's another 2-out base runner, an E6, though. First error of the game committed by either team, but it gets a runner on base and keeps the order going. And I think we might get a replacement runner over at first base. Or no, we're not. We're actually going to get a pinch hitter coming up. So with 2 outs, we're going to get Jake Rind to the plate. Jake Rind, who started the season at third base throughout most of the regular season at third base with the injury to Colton Schaefer. They kind of flip-flop from the DH to third base role. He's had a couple of big games in the postseason, at the district level especially. Missed the first-round game, but had the game-winning RBI in the top of the 11th, scoring his fellow freshman against Riverside in that game. Throw over to first base, and Valentine back in time. So Rind, the pinch hitter, here in the top of the 5th inning. Does he have another magical hit in him? Isbinger, the lefty, high kick again. This time throws home. In there for strike 1. Rind, who told us afterwards when he hit that game-winning run against Riverside, he said, "Sorry, Mom." Throw over back again in time. The reason he said that is because, well, family was scheduled to go on a vacation this week. Mom and Dad had to watch from the vacation house for that state semifinal victory. They're all here today, and they watched Jake lift this one towards right field, but tracking it the whole way is Carl Ford to make the out to end the inning and retire the pinch hitter Jake Rind. So still no hits for Neshannock. They've had 3 base runners on a pair of walks and an error, but again, leave a runner stranded on the bag. To the bottom of the 5th inning we go. Back in a moment. The Class 2A Baseball Championships here in the Lawrence County SportsNet. Today's broadcast presented to you by LCCAP. Diagnostics Direct Inc. is your direct supply line for disposable gloves. Founded in 1995, Diagnostics Direct began importing and distributing various brands of disposable gloves, and since then have secured their own product line and trademark, VersaPro. Diagnostics Direct provides gloves for healthcare providers and a wide range of other industries for as low as $4.95 for 100 gloves. Visit them online at diagnosticsdirectinc.com. Diagnostics Direct, providing superior products while maintaining economical pricing.
A good teammate is always available when you need them, just like Realtor Mark Walzer of Keller Williams. Mark Walzer serves Lawrence County and surrounding areas full-time to make the real estate buying, selling, and investing process a win-win for everyone. For more information, call 724-730-8813 or visit his website at markwalzer.kw.com. To immediately connect with buyers and sellers, go to his Facebook page, Mark Walzer, Keller Williams Realty.
To the bottom of the 5th inning we go. Grant Melder still on the hill. Today's broadcast of the 2A Championship presented to you by LCCAP. So many great programs through the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. One of the ones we like is the PREP program, Personal Responsibility Education Program, that encourages healthy choices among at-risk youth anywhere from age 10 to 19. Keep tabs on the LCCAP Facebook page. A lot of cool programs where if you go to a couple of their hour-long meetings and training sessions, that you as a student can end up getting a $100, $150, maybe even a $200 gift card to various local establishments. It's all accomplished through an integration of an 8-week curriculum called Making Proud Choices. Great stuff. Thanks to everybody at the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership for all they've done for us all season long, what they've done for Lawrence County through Lawrence County Social Services forever. Bottom of the 5th inning, Everett to bat. We're scoreless. Dalton Shaw, Carl Ford, and Mason Klotz, the 3 due up. A 1-1 count now as that 1-0 fastball is on the inside corner. Grant Melder throwing well. This is pitch number 47 now on the way. It's flared towards right center field. Cubella's giving chase, and it's going to fall in between him and Pallarino for a lead-off single. The first time either team has gotten a runner of the leadoff fashion on base, and we'll see now how they will play it in the bottom of the 5th. Played a little small ball to move runners over. In the semifinal game, it was the bottom of the 6th inning when they got their run. That's when Neshannock got their run going in the state semifinal as well. That was a tying run, though, for the Lancers against Burgettstown. Another close game. Neshannock all through the playoffs, 10-5 in the district opening round. 3-1 over Seton LaSalle, 5-3 over Burgettstown. Throw to the plate and not bunting as Prosson came charging all the way in, expecting a bunt from second base. Breaking ball in there for strike 1 from Carl Ford. And now we'll see Prosson likely will hold back, or maybe Ford will try to bunt again. He does square to bunt this time. It's popped up down the first base line, but foul. 0-2. So Ford not bunting on the first pitch, and the second baseman was charging. He does square on the second attempt, where that bunt play was not on. Not even 1 hour into this game, but we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Both teams with 3 base runners in the game. 0-2, runner goes. Fastball low. Throw down to second base is going to be out. He's off the bag. He beat the throw, but then went off the bag. Coach Travis Floor is going to go out and have a discussion with the second base umpire, Rodney Hartle. He was definitely safe as the throw was short and low, but as he slid, he overslid the bag. Gleese kept the tag on him. Shaw can't believe it. First base coach Mike Klein can't believe it. From our vantage point up here, tough to see. Maybe a break for Neshannock. But right now, that's the first out of the inning. As Shaw, who leads the team with 10 stolen bases, thought he had number 11. Travis Clore is going to head back to his third base box after his discussion there at second. Credit to Gleese, he kept the tag on. And that's all it took. That pitch was a ball, by the way, to Carl Ford, so it's a 1-2 count with 1 down now in the bottom of the 5th. No one on base. Melder back to the windup, fires in for called strike 3. His first strikeout since last time he faced Ford, and they've both been strikeouts looking. Strikeout victim number 6 of the day, Mason Klotz, who walked in his first plate appearance, now comes to the plate with 2 down. First pitch misses downstairs to Klotz for ball 1. He's a .250 hitter on the season, is the junior, designated hitter. The 1-0. Called strike on the outside corner, evens the count at 1-1. Good breaking ball there. Completely fooled Klotz. Way out in front. Melder throwing a gem right now. Has a 1-2 count. Lancer faithful in their red and white to our left. Starting to make some noise. Here's the 1-2. Fastball drilled towards the left center gap. It's going to fall in for a base hit. Maybe a little too good of a pitch on the 1-2 count. But Klotz is on board for the second time today. I think kind of saw the signal there even from Melder saying, yeah, I needed that more up. There is some action in the Lancer bullpen. Looks like it's Jacob Walzer who is warming up. First pitch breaking ball swung on and missed by Jaden Zinn for strike one. Coach Q said available in the bullpen, likely Walzer, as well as lefty freshman Dom Cubelis, who had his first varsity innings in the state quarterfinal against Riverside. 0-1 pitch, checking his swing on the high fastball is in. Count even at 1-1. Everett now 3 hits on the board. Good breaking ball there from Melder. 1-2 the count as that one catches the outside corner. Everett keeps saying job's not done yet. They're trying to make some history. No Bedford County team's ever been here before. And only one time as a District 5 team won a state championship. 1-2 pitch is lined foul down the first base line and out of play towards the State College Spikes fun deck. Great facility we have here to play these state championship games, and right across the field at Nittany Lions Softball Park, Beard Field. Here at Lebrano Field, Lebrano Park, breaking ball just missed. Must have been upstairs, which is tough for us to see from all the way up here, but certainly wasn't off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Melder delivers. Checking his swing. This one just misses low, and the count runs full. So the runner will be off with this full count pitch. Bottom of the 5th inning. Everett Neshannock still scoreless. Melder steps out, gathers himself, comes back in to face the 9-hitter Jaden Zinn. There goes Klotz, then it misses upstairs. I think we're going to get our first Pontius Insurance trip to the mound here today. Grant Melder been throwing well. 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, 3 hits. Through 4 2/3 innings so far. Our Pontius Insurance timeout. Team's going to talk with Coach Q on the mound, discuss their needs. Well, guess what? That's what you get when you talk with Coach Dan Pontius of Pontius Insurance, putting attention to the things you own so you can devote your attention to the ones you love. Visit them online, Pontius Insurance, Pontius Insurance.com. Love the life you live. Neshannock will be loving life if they can get out of this inning. Scoreless in the bottom of the 5th. Today's broadcast brought to you by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Also brought to you in part by Union Area Baseball, the Union Baseball family. I'd like to congratulate Neshannock on this fantastic season. They want to wish Coach Q and this Neshannock club good luck here today. What a great community it is when you have fellow baseball teams reaching out and saying good luck. Gotta love what this community is. Back to the action. Leadoff batter to the plate. First pitch breaking ball misses upstairs for ball 1 for Trenton Malott. The 1-0 from Melder. Drilled towards left field, but right at Gleese. He barely even has to move. Now takes a couple steps in. Makes the catch to end the inning. A hit and a walk, but both those runners left stranded on the bag. There was also a caught stealing in there as well. We're scoreless through 5 innings of play in the Class 2A Baseball Championship game between Neshannock and Everett. Today's broadcast brought to you by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership at LCCAP.com and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
For more than 120 years, people have been relying upon Martindale Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
Has your child's early education slowed down or even paused due to the pandemic? This is crucial time you can't get back. LCCAP can keep your little learner on track for success. We have options for working and non-working parents with in-person childcare and age-appropriate virtual learning to keep them busy and engaged. Parents, don't hit pause on early learning. Lawrence County Community Action Partnership can jumpstart their future. Learn more at lcap.org.
The high school season heats up, but sure you have excuses for your school. Head to the Red Zone and Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting goods and cosmetics. Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the county of Champaign. Stop by and enter the Red Zone online at redzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Neshannock hoping to score big here in the top of the 6th inning. Neither team able to score yet here in the Class 2A Baseball Championship. Special thanks to our friends at the Red Zone. The Lancer Nation t-shirts out in full force here today, and they will be again tomorrow for the Softball Championship. First pitch in there to Luke Gleese for strike 1. Gleese, Pallarino, Schaefer, the 3 due up. Neshannock still looking for their first hit. Kyle Isminger been on fire, the lefty. Fastball straight to a breaking ball in the dirt. Swung on and missed from Gleese. 0-2 the count. And only at 64 pitches, here comes number 65 from the lefty. Another one downstairs. Count now 1-2. Gleese had the big 2-out, 2 RBI double the first time they played Burgettstown. Trying to come up big here. Chops this one towards first base. Taken on 2 hops by Refner, who just steps on the bag for the first out of the inning. Brings in Josh Pallarino. Right fielder who had the game-tying run in the 6th inning. Can he jumpstart things again? Squares the bunt and pulls back. Ball 1. Got a couple of Everett fans can't believe it. I mean, pretty obvious from up here that he pulled back. They're also blocked by the left-handed batter. Lefty on lefty, he flares this one towards left field. It's going to go well over the head. Playing way in was Jaden Zinn. This is going to be at least 2. This is going to be probably 3 as Pallarino rounds second. He's just now getting to the ball, thrown in all the way to third. Pallarino, the triple. What is it with the lefty versus lefty triple? Dom Cubelos did it against Riverside. Pallarino takes advantage. The left fielder, Jaden Zinn, was playing way in. It went all the way to the fence, 378. First hit of the game for Neshannock, and it comes at the right moment. Penn State DuBois commit Colton Schaefer now to the plate. First time either team's gotten runners to third base. First pitch swinging is Schaefer, fouled back and out of play. Schaefer looking for RBI number 20 of the year. Would be the first run of this game. Pops this one up. And again, we'll drift out of play down the first base line. 1 down, top of the 6th. Right now, you know what Coach Q is telling Schaefer, do anything you can, just get bat on ball, get something in play. The 0-2 from Isminger. Breaking ball, swung on and missed. Big strikeout with the runner at third. That's where Pallarino now has to remain. Nate Rind will now step to the plate. A walk and a flyout in his 2 plate appearances today. Talks with Coach Q at third base. Neshannock with 6 WPIAL titles to their name. The 2002 title under the direction of Mr. Gene Curry, the grandfather of Nate Rind, who is here today in attendance. Hoping his grandson can come up big here. First pitch swinging. It's going to be a flare towards shallow center field, but it's going to be caught by Sid Grove. Settled under it. The 1-out triple goes for naught as Pallarino is left stranded at third base. To the bottom of the 6th inning, we will go. Still looking for our first run in the Class 2A Championship. It's brought to you by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Check them out, lccap.org. So many great
programs, including the LCAP outreach bus, which works with the summer food service program. It was established to ensure that low-income children continue to receive nutritious meals now that school is out of session. These free meals that do meet the federal nutrition guidelines for all children ages 18 and under. LCAP utilizing a space both at the Ben Franklin Early Learning Center and other places around the county, including locations where kids eat their lunch on that outreach bus for LCAP. Check out Facebook, search Lawrence County Community Action Partnership to see all the various locations that you can reach with the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership to get the food that is needed for your young children. Special thanks to everything that the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership has done for us all year long. And can't go without talking about the early learning programs. Great stuff, great facilities. My son goes to the Ben Franklin Early Learning Center. Great facility, great staff there. We hope that they're tuning in live as they're helping take care of our county youth. Special thanks to everyone for all they do at the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. And to find out how you can assist in their goal of eliminating poverty in and around Lawrence County, visit LCCAP.org. Today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by Citizens Hunting Company. Check them out on Instagram at Citizens Hunting Company, a Lawrence County-based hunting and outdoor brand specializing in leather patch hats and apparel. And don't forget about their latest line of Americana t-shirts, just in time for the 4th of July. I might have to go and get one of those red, white, and blue for the 4th. So I'll be actually in the UK at that point. So I don't know how that will fly, being in the UK on the 4th. But nonetheless, special thanks to them for their help in today's broadcast. First pitch swinging in the bottom of the 6th inning is Kason Heinisch, fly out to center field. Third catch in center field by Cubelis. For Neshannock, we're scoreless. One down now in the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll get you approximate pitch counts here in a moment, but for the moment, both of these hurlers, Isminger and Melder, have been rock solid. First pitch swinging. This one's going to go down the right field line, but this one's going to stay fair. Bounces just in front of the warning track. Pallarino's going to come up with it, fire it in, but it's going to be a one-out double down the line for Carson Refner. Now Neshannock in the top of the 6th, a one-out triple that they couldn't capitalize. In the heart of their order, Everett, a one-out double. Refner's hit a couple of hard balls towards right field. His 10th double of the season. And Cal Isminger will now step to the plate trying to help himself. Scoreless, one down, bottom of the 6th, Class 2A championship. Squaring to bunt is the cleanup hitter. How about that? Trying to bunt for a hit, maybe, the way he was running through the box, but unable to connect. Strike one. Isminger stands back in that left-handed batter's box. Refner standing at second base. He's going to hesitate on the liner. Soft liner to the left. It's a base hit. Leach comes up with it. Fires to the plate. It's going to be all the way to the plate and allow the runner to get to second base. Refner, because he held up, had the hold at second. Isminger gets the single. Advances to second on the throw. Back-to-back base hits. Two runners now in scoring position. And another Pontius Insurance trip to the mound for Coach John Quilero. 20-year assistant he was here at Neshannock under Coach Bub Kirkwood. This time last year, he wasn't even the head coach, though. He had resigned, put in his resignation papers, and then after learning his son was not going to be playing his freshman year at Westminster, going to be taking a medical redshirt, that his heart belonged on the baseball field, requested to come back. And, man, what a run it has been for this Neshannock team. But as he gives the advice to his team. Thanks again to Dan Pontius and Pontius Insurance. Your Pontius Insurance trip to the mound. With that, infield coming in as Sid Grove comes to the plate, but he will not be at the plate for long as he will be intentionally walked to load the bases and create a force everywhere, though it looks like the infield is going to continue to stay in. Dalton Shaw, who is 1 for 2 on the day, will step to the plate. Everett fans down the first base line coming to their feet. Infield in, bottom of the 6th. First runs potentially for either team. Strike one, outside corner. Good fire in from Melder on that one. Shaw, a .286 hitter on the season. Checks his swing at the high fastball. They're going to ask, and he went. No ball, 2-strike count. Melder goes out to his middle infield and said, let's go. Melder throws in the mid-80s. He brought everything on that last one. All adrenaline now on the 0-2. Just off the end of the bat, fouled into the Everett dugout. Count will remain 0-2. Pitch number 76 coming right here for Grant Melder. Base is full of Everett Warriors. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Great time for strikeout number 7 on the day for the junior. 2 down. Fourth at any base. Infield moves back to their normal positions. Carl 4, twice a strikeout victim today. Both of the looking variety will step to the plate. Melder kicks, fires. First pitch fouled. Took a deflection off of, I believe, both the catcher Nate Rind and maybe got a piece of home plate umpire Terrence Brown as well. Good job there by the umpire. Terrence Bean. I think Alan Matthew got most of Rind behind the dish, so the great partnership that you have between catcher and umpire. One gets hit, the other one goes out and checks on the pitcher just to give time. Everybody's set up. Bottom of the 6th, still scoreless. Bases loaded for Everett. The 0-1 pitch from Melder. Just misses upstairs. The 1-1. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Completely fooled Carl 4. Now Melder, after giving up a double and a single, an intentional walk to load the bases, now just 1 strike from getting out of it. Now it's the Lancer fans making noise. Here's the 1-2. Check swing, but held it. Count is even. 2-2. Lancer Nation getting loud. Lancers looking for state title number 3. All I need is 1 strike here to get out of the inning and keep it a scoreless game. Swung on and missed. 8 Ks and a fist pump from Grant Melder. We're going to 7 innings, folks. Still scoreless. Medler Field at Lebrano Park for the Class 2A Championship here at LCCsportsNet.com and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Today's broadcast brought to you by LCAP.
helps us get safely back to the top of their game. Beta Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 they want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Rehab before you rehab. At Benjamin Hall High School, during your course, $25 visit to the chiropractic office to discuss and or all therapies. Yapping for tomorrow, with weekend warriors, and everything in between. A daily chiropractic.
I think the key to any attorney-client relationship is trust. My father told me a long time ago, the definition of personal integrity is really simple. Do what you say you're going to do. The LGKG, we've been doing that for over 80 years.
Graham Melder gets back-to-back strikeouts to end the threat. And now he gets the lead off in the top of the 7th inning. Still scoreless in the Class 2A championship game. Strike 1 on the outside corner. Breaking ball. Curls around the plate. Evens the count at 1-1. Another breaking ball, grounded towards third base, taken on the backhand by Dalton Shaw. Long throw across the diamond, but an easy play for the senior for the first out of the inning. Dom Cubelis 0 for 2 to the plate. 1 down, top of the 7th inning. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. That was only pitch number 76 for Isminger. Swing and a miss on a high fastball this time. No balls, 2 strikes to Cubelis. Lefty on lefty. 3-pitch strikeout. Tag out to complete it on the curveball in the dirt. Seven strikeouts for Isminger. J.R. Prosson to the plate. 8-9-1 hitters will be due up for Everett in the bottom of the 7th. Ball misses inside to Prosson. 0 for 1 with a walk. Is the senior. He's going to St. Vincent College to continue his baseball career. He drives this one towards short. Takes a weird hop off the edge of the grass. Throw from a lot across the diamond in plenty of time. Lancers go down in order. And now we'll see what Neshannock will counter with. Going to the bottom of the 7th. Everett can walk it off in the state championship game. If they don't, it'll be the 3rd straight extra innings game for Neshannock in the state tournament. Today's Class 2A championship game presented to you by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Remember, enrollment has begun now for the 2022-23 season. For the season, sports season, so used to saying that. Say the 2022-23 school year, and even all through the summer school times through Head Start programs and the early learning centers. Elwood City, Fruh Mill campus, Ben Franklin. If you haven't checked out the new Fruh Mill campus setup, incredible classrooms that they have out there. Gotta love it. Please check them out, lcap.org, lccap.org. And you, too, can be a part of the team on the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Apply to be an employee at one of these Head Start or early learning programs by going to lcap.org/join our team. Klotz, Zinn, Malott. Those are the 3 due up for for Everett, excuse me. Okay, so now here's the rub. 77 pitches thrown by Melder, but believe he should be credited for 81 because of the intentional walk. And those are all approximate numbers, and they do have an official counter down on the field that ensures throughout these playoff games that those numbers are all correct.
coaches are checking with them the entire time, so they know exactly where the pitch count is for both of these guys. Melder, 77, but we got him officially for 81. Isminger at 80 by our unofficial count. First pitch from Melder is driven towards left field, but right at Gleese. Doesn't even move. Line out to left for the first out of the inning. First time Klotz has been retired today. Jaden's in. Popped out on a bunt attempt in his first at-bat and walked in the fifth as the sun tries to pop out here in Happy Valley. How about that? First pitch breaking ball. Gets past Rin. That goes off the leg of the home plate umpire. Swung on and missed for strike one. Neshannock has left 3 on base. Everett has left 7. But right now, the only numbers that matter are the 0-0 in the run column. Good breaking ball for strike 2 on the inside corner to Jaden's in. Everett with victories of 4-3 over Portage. Now it's come from behind style. Here's a ball up the middle. I think that was the glove of Melder. Throw to first base, and Bronson is in time. Melder lost the hat mid-pitch. Got the glove on it for your conventional 1-4-3 single play. What a great job by Crossan to stay with it. Melder looked like he may have come down a little awkwardly, too, as he tried to field it off of the mound. Remember, battling the ankle injury. He goes right back in there and fires strike 1. What ankle injury? Malott, top of the order. He's 1 for 3. 2 down, bottom of the 7th. Scoreless game here at Penn State for the 2A championship. Breaking ball just misses. One. Fastball popped up on the right side of the infield. Crossan going back. He's going to settle under it. And he dropped it. It hit off the heel of his glove and fell to the ground. It's the first error of the game for Neshannock. And we're not in extras yet, folks. Payson Heinisch will now step to the plate. He's 0 for 3. A .361 hitter on the season. The regular season, that is. Only regular season stats for us from the Everett squad. Wind starting to pick up and blowing right to left. May have played a bit of a factor on that one. First pitch strike from Melder at the top of the zone. Walser still warming up. We saw Cubelis warming up between innings as well for Neshannock. Breaking ball in the dirt. Good job to hold. Even to count at 1-1. Melder checks and delivers. Fastball downstairs. Didn't miss by much. 2-1. Checks the runner as Melder on the 2-1. Bottom of the 7th. Called strike 2 on the breaking ball. Both pitchers have taken advantage of a pretty generous zone from what we've seen up here, but it's been very, very consistent. And that's all you ever ask for. The pitcher, though, you love this strike zone. Paint those corners. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball up the middle. Snagged by the pitcher, Melder. Takes a couple steps, flips it over to Valentine to complete the out. One error in the inning, but the runner left on base. And for the third straight state playoff game, Neshannock will go to extra innings. And for the 6th time in now 39 all-time state playoff games, 6 out of 39 have gone into extras. We're going to catch our breath back in a moment. The Class 2A Championship presented by LCCAP.
Protect those spots, the pills, and the thick burn. That's our job. At Positive Burns online, at Positive Burns, Positive Burns. Love the life you live.
Those who made the ride out here to Penn State have been greeted with a thriller. At exactly an hour and a half into the game, 7 innings, not enough. Yet again, we will go into extras. 5-4 and 11 innings, Neshannock defeated Riverside in the quarterfinals. 2-1 in 9 innings, they defeated Burgettstown in the semis. Scoreless through 7 here between the Lancers and the Warriors in the Class 2A Championship. Lancers have 7, 8, 9 coming to the plate in Valentine, Gleese, and Gleese. 1-1 to count as that one catches the bottom of the zone. Two balls, 1 strike to count. Wanted to look that up. Only 1 extra inning game on the season for Everett. It was in a non-section game against Mount Union, and that was one of their 2 losses of the year. Here's the 2-2 to Valentine. This is outside, and the count runs full. Isminger, 80 pitches through 7 innings, giving up just 1 hit. Valentine, a big leadoff batter here. Here's the payoff pitch. It misses downstairs. 3rd free pass allowed. And I believe that's the first time Neshannock had the leadoff batter on base all game. So runner on first, nobody down. Top of the 8th. Gleese gets the bunt down. Fielded by Isminger. He turns, throws to first in time. 1-3 on the sac putout. But does the job, Giovanni Valentine at second base. He is the go-ahead run, and we will have a pinch hitter coming to the plate. It's going to be the senior, Michael Altmaier. Pinch hitting in the 8th. Altmaier, what a story he's been. He's been your senior captain because he's done whatever's been necessary. He's going to IUP on the engineering program, a 318 hitter, DH and pinch hit roles throughout most of this season. Only 1 RBI. He would love to double that number right here. Top of the 8th, first run of the game, stands potentially at second base. First pitch to Altmaier, runs up and in for ball 1. Altmaier pinch hitting for Gleese in the 9 spot. Valentine led off with a walk, sacrifice to second. Takeoff play towards second, sliding back in plenty of time is Valentine, though Everett fans think otherwise. Only 1 hit in the game for Neshannock. Isminger checks, kicks, and delivers. This one's drilled towards left field, coming in and making the catch. Almost overran it. Did Jaden Zinn as it cut back from his left to his right. He has to make a jumping catch to secure that one. Hard hit ball from Altmaier, but right at Zinn. Again, he almost overran it as he was coming hard in. Top of the order now with 2 down. Pallarino to the plate. Valentine stands at second. Time granted in the box for Pallarino. Scoreless in the top of the 8th inning between Neshannock and Everett. What a way to kick off the weekend here at State College for the state championship baseball and softball game. Isminger's first pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. Al Isminger checks the runner, now delivers. Fastball outside, 2-0. Fellow senior Colton Schaefer stands in the on-deck circle. Pallarino already with a triple in this game. Another one outside, 3-0 the count. You can be a little careful, but you have with the open base at first, but you got to be careful because you have Colton Schaefer in the on-deck circle. Gets a fist pump from the bench. And they're, I think, going to put him on. So they're not even going to mess with it. They're going to put him on with a 3-0 count. And again, believe that should count as an extra pitch, though I've not gotten official confirmation on that. 2 down, a pair of walks. Valentine at second, Pallarino at first, Colton Schaefer to the plate, 0 for 3 today. First pitch. Wow, outside corner, strike 1. I say wow because it has been there all day. That one, again, generous on the outside corner, but he's obviously a lot closer than I am. And he's been consistent all day with it. It's definitely quiet here. Breaking ball, pop down the left field line. This one could be trouble. It's going to fall, just foul. Zinn was on his horse, was a couple feet away from it, but it lands harmlessly in foul territory. And now an 0-2 count to Colton Schaefer. He had the RBI double. His team high 10th of the season in the semifinals. Can your senior come in clutch again? No balls, 2 strikes, top of the 8th inning. Isminger kicks and delivers. Line drive, but right at the shortstop. Just off the end of the bat, didn't quite get the full barrel on it. No runs, no hits, a pair of walks, both stranded on the bags. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Today's broadcast brought to you by LCAP, also brought to you in part by Pat Quilero of State Farm. Agent Pat Quilero and his State Farm office here for you, providing sound retirement planning as well as auto, life, and home insurance. You can give Pat Quilero a call at 724-347-1800 or visit them online, patquilero.com. That's PATQUAHLIERO.com. Special thanks to Pat Quilero and everyone for everything they have done to allow us to broadcast today's game. Give a shout out to Something for Your Wall Photography. Pictures already showing up on our Twitter page. Courtesy of Something for Your Wall Photography. You can check out all sorts of pictures, both from today's baseball and tomorrow's softball contest, by checking out her Facebook page, getting you that perfect captured moment. Something for Your Wall Photography. 3, 4, 5 hitters due up for Everett in the bottom of the 8th inning. If Neshannock is able to hold them, we go to the top of the 9th, and the Lancers would have their 3, 4, 5 hitters due up. $105 pitches is the limit, and we'll need to confer and make sure. I got 89 pitches thrown, plus an intentional walk, which could count for another 4. Still wanting to get information. And make sure that is the case. Everett faithful trying to amp up their squad. Refner, Isminger, and Grove each have been on base today, and Refner has hit the ball hard 3 times.
Now the Lancer fans in response. Lots of red here in Happy Valley. As long as it's not Ohio State weekend, that's a good thing. First pitch from Melder to Refner, swung on and missed. He was trying to put that one over the left field wall. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses away, evens the count at 1-1. Looking for our first run of the game. 1-1 pitch upstairs, 2-1 to count. Refner had the double in the sixth down the right field line. He gets his hands through on this inside pitch. He doesn't swing at that. It might hit him. Instead, it's fouled down the left field line and out of play. 2-ball, 2-strike count. For Refner, a 400 hitter in the regular season. 2-2. Breaking ball. Grounded foul. Off third base dugout. Count will remain 2-2. Grant Melder has gone the distance. What a gutsy performance from the junior right-hander. He kicks and fires. Line drive, left field line, hooking foul. Carson Refner, the number 3 hitter. Another 2-2, misses upstairs, and the count runs full. Good work on the leadoff bat for Carson Refner. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Another one drilled down the left field line. Another one hooking foul. That one actually hit off the wall in foul territory. Refner has fouled off 3 2-strike pitches already in this at-bat. Came from behind 4-3 over Everett. Defeat South Williamsport 8-4. Got a late run over the Lone Catholic for a 1-0 victory. Payoff pitch here in the bottom of the 8th. It's popped towards deep right center field. Settling under it is the senior Pallarino deep in the gap for the first out of the inning. So a 9-pitch at bat. But the battle won by Melder. One down, still scoreless at the bottom of the 8th. Calvin Isminger singled in the 6th. He's first pitch swinging, pops it up down the first base line. Valentine takes a peek at the wall, and he's going to run out of real estate. Going to be caught nicely in the third row by a Everett Warriors fan. Isminger, the senior, has been incredible on the other side. He's at 93 pitches. This, by our count, for Melder was pitch number 100, and they actually make an announcement. So apparently that 4-pitch intentional walk does not count towards the pitch count. In the Little League World Series, it does. That's why we were unsure. Upstairs, a ball, 2-1 to count. Two ball, 1 strike to Isminger. In the bottom of the 8th, still scoreless. Upstairs again, 3-1. And you can see as the heat maybe starting to get to Melder, obviously throwing over 100 pitches after not being able to do much in the past couple of weeks. It'll be pitch number 103 that will be upcoming. Isminger gets back in the box. Melder delivers on the 3-1. Popped up, foul, back and out of play. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Line drive towards second base, pass. The backhanded attempt from Crossan. It's a 1-out single for Isminger. That was pitch number 104. And we'll see if that will be it. We might have a pinch runner coming in as well, potentially, or actually it'll be a courtesy runner that they could use. They are going to bring in a courtesy runner, and it will be Price, who scored the winning run, did Jacob Price. In that semifinal victory, he was standing at second base for that one. That's the winning run at first base after the second hit of the game for Cal Isminger. And it was Sid Grove who hit in that winning run against the Lone Catholic in the bottom of the 6th in the semis. He steps to the plate now, 0 for 2 on the day, intentionally walked in the 6th. Pitch number 105 from Melder is a breaking ball for ball 1. Excuse me. I'm with the Everett fans on that one. He called that a strike. Thought that one was well outside, but it caught the zone. This one, strike 2. So he's allowed to finish the at-bat, even though he's over 105 pitches. This will be the final batter faced by Melder. He comes set. Short lead at first for Price. Fastball swung on and missed. He ends the game with his 9th strikeout of the contest. And we'll see what they're going to do. They're going to bring in fellow junior Jacob Walzer to come on in relief here in the bottom of the 8th. Great moment on the mound. Big hug between Melder and Coach Q. Melder hands the ball over to Walzer. So now Melder will stay in the game as the designated hitter in that pitcher DH rule. We'll talk more about that as we go, but first some numbers for Walzer. His 13th appearance, 11th appearance in relief. 19 Ks, 16 walks, earned run average of 2.37 on the year. He has 2 saves to his credit on the season. Coming into the game, here in the bottom of the 8th, scoreless. Courtesy runner Price at first base with 2 down. So Melder, 6 hits and a pair of walks. Actually, 3 walks when you include the intentional walk. And 9 strikeouts. Been fantastic, but he's hit the pitch count limit. Neshannock's number 1 pitcher all year, Sebastian Corio. 8-1 record for him on the season and a save to his credit, but he pitched over the allotment on Monday. So he is unable to throw today. Everett in their semifinal, they actually started Trenton Malott, who's been shortstop all day today. He's currently warming up in the bullpen. Isminger came in and closed it out. Those 2 aces, as they've called it all year, a righty and a lefty. That's who you'd expect Everett to change to when they need to, if they need to. Right now, it's the winning run at first base in Jacob Price. Jacob Walzer now on the hill. And coming to the plate, Dalton Shaw, senior third baseman, 1 for 3, single and strikeout. Walzer kicks and fires. First pitch right down Broadway for strike 1. Bottom of the 8th inning. 3rd straight extra inning game for the Lancers. Squaring the bunt, pulling back. Runner goes, throw down to second base. Will be not in time to throw a little bit behind Leaf. That got into the outfield. But a stolen base for Jacob Price. He had 4 in the regular season. That's a big one there as it gets the winning run potentially. That is the winning run in scoring position. Strike on the pitch. Count is 0-2. Shaw. 9 ribbies in the regular season. Walter comes set for the 0-2. Ground ball right side. A road burner. Throw to first from Crossan is in time. The rug burner corralled. We're going to go to 9, folks. No runs, 1 hit, but that runner stranded in scoring position. Why not? More free baseball coming to you here from Medlar Field at Lebrano Park. It's the Class 2A Championship at LCSportsNet.com and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Today's broadcast brought to you by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Train Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the Cigar Brewing Company, custom brewing options. It's your big day, that personalized touch your guests will never forget. Visit trainroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Train Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
Not many out-of-town scores for us to report here from our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by the Crane Room. We'll thank them for all they've done. Make sure you put in that to-go order as you're driving back. If you are driving back tonight, I know a lot of the Lancer Nation found the hotels. They'll be here tonight, ready to cheer on the softball team tomorrow, as well as they try to become only the second team all-time in PIAA history to have both softball and baseball win state championships. Baseball team has been doing it in marathon fashion with a ragtag group of players over the course of the season, and especially through the postseason here. It's going to be Rind, Melder, and Cubelis, the 3 due up for Neshannock here in the top of the 9th. Still scoreless. The only hit of the game for Neshannock came in the 6th, a 1-out triple for Josh Pallarino, but he was stranded. Rind, Melder, Cubelis, the bat in the 9th. Top of the 9th, it certainly does feel like we've been doing major league games here at LCSportsNet.com. Nate Rind, a .236 hitter on the season. And it is a new pitcher who is in there as well as they have gone to the bullpen, Trenton Malott. First pitch misses high, ball 1. Curveball outside for ball 2. So both teams now to their bullpen. Malott, really quick windup. This fastball right over the heart of the plate. 2-1 to count. So Malott to the mound. Is Minger at first. Refner, the first baseman, just went to shortstop. Foul ball, and looks like it caught the catcher, Ian Clore, a bit awkwardly. He's extending the right arm like it may have hit somewhere on the arm. You got both Everett coaching staff and now Coach Kugening in there. May have gotten right off the hand. He's shaking it out. The sophomore catcher looks like he's all right. Good to see. He'll get back in there. 2-2 strike count to Rind here in the top of the 9th inning. Trenton Malott on in relief, a 1.26 earned run average. 8 wins on the season. Rind requests time in the box. It is granted by Terrence Bean, home plate umpire. What a great job this crew has done all day today. 2-2 pitch. Fisted towards the right side. Floating under it is Tassan Heinisch, the second baseman, for the first out of the inning. Not a lot of barreled up baseballs today for Neshannock. A lot off the end of the bat and a lot off the handle. Both off of the starter, Calvin Isminger. And now this one here to start for Trenton Malott. Isminger 4 walks, by the way, and 7 strikeouts. Grant Melder in their first pitch swinging, and this one awkwardly catches Clore behind the plate. Looked like he went to block. It may have taken that one off the leg. Everett catcher getting beat up. That's judging by the fact he's not going out there and having a talk with the senior right-hander. Guessing that might have been a cross-up of signals. Melder, starting pitcher, through 7 2/3 innings before pitch count took him out of the game, but he is still in as the designated hitter. Coach Q, for the first time ever, he said, using that pitcher/DH spot. Breaking ball misses upstairs. The 1-1. This one curls down in for strike 2 on now a 1-2 count to Melder. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Fastball upstairs. Count now even at 2-2. Dom Cubelis in the on-deck circle. Foul tip, just getting a piece of it and unable to squeeze it behind the dish was Clore. Count will remain 2-2. Breaking ball ropes down the third base line, inside the bag for a base hit, rounding first, and he's not going to be going anywhere as Melder because all over it was Jaden Zinn. Gets it in quickly. But it is a single. And now we'll see what they choose to do. It looks like Andrew Moses is going to go out in here. So here's what I'm assuming they are doing. They are going to take the DH out of the game now, put Jacob Walzer in the game, and then Moses would be the courtesy runner for the pitcher. If they've done this right, that's what they have accomplished, that this will be the pitcher going into the game. The DH is now done. Oh, no, it can't be. Moses ran for the catcher, not for the pitcher. So this is just a straight pinch runner. So my apologies. This will be a pinch runner, Andrew Moses. Throw over to first base. Quickly back in there, and a bang-bang play is Moses. He was picked off in the first inning when he was a runner for the catcher. Another throw over back in time. Third straight time throwing over. Moses, who has 14 swiped bags on the year. Breaking ball misses downstairs for ball 1 to Dom Cubelis. 0 for 3, a pair of strikeouts. Does have 4 RBI on the year. The 1-0. Runner goes. High fastball. Throw down to second base. Bounces in there, and he is out. Second time Moses caught stealing today. And that was just basically a pseudo pitch out and a perfect throw on a bounce. And Clore's hand apparently all right. So now 2 down, 2-0 the count. Make it 3-0. This one misses upstairs to Cubelis. Top of the 9th inning. Fastball outside corner, strike 1. The tag was high. Thought they might have gotten under it, but Rowe got there so far ahead that not much chance. Cubelis now walks. First walk issued by Malott in relief. J.R. Prosson will step to the plate. 0 for 2. He walked back in the second. Still looking for our first run of the game here in the top of the 9th inning. 2 down. In the 2A championship, strike one called. Fastball gets outside. Even the count at 1-1. Almost got away from Ian Clore. Trenton Malott on in relief. He throws over to first base. Back in time is Cubelis, not by much. Bang, bang plays all around the diamond. Nice lead over at first for Cubelis. Another throw over. He's going to get away. The ball's going to get away. It goes out in the right field. He's going to look. He's going to round second. He's going to try to go all the way to third. Throw's going to come in and still hasn't thrown it in. Now they finally get it to the first baseman as going all the way from first to third is Cubelis. The errant pickoff moves the go-ahead run for Neshannock to third base. Count still 1-1. J.R. Prosson at the plate. Breaking ball. Misses away. 2-1 to count. The 2-1 from Malott. Fisted. Popped up on the right side of the infield. And the second baseman comes over. Heinisch makes the catch. To end the inning, the Lancers leave another runner stranded at third base. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th. Still scoreless. Here at LCCSportsNet.com, Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Today's broadcast brought to you by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. For 20 years, Baylor Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages, helped them get safely back to the top of their game. Baylor Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet, but more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school students. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Baylor Chiropractic office to discuss and or all therapies. The athletes of tomorrow, the weekend warriors, and everything in between. Let Baylor Chiropractic. Bottom of the 9th, 7, 8, 9 hitters in 4. Klotz and Zinn will step to the plate. Walls are in relief. Finished out the 8th, now starting the 9th. Scoreless in the Class 2A championship game. 4-0 for 3. With 3 strikeouts on the day. Walzer from the windup for the first time. First pitch misses downstairs for ball 1. One-0 pitch. Ride just inside. 2-0 now the count. 4 Klotz in, due up. Still scoreless. 2 hits in the game for Neshannock. 6 for Everett. Way outside. 3-0. Keep an eye on that, though. Any pass ball, if it hits off that back wall, it comes back in a hurry. Four's going to be taken the whole way here on the 3-0. And it misses outside. A 4-pitch walk to start the bottom of the 9th, and that's probably going to be it. That's going to bring Coach Q out to the mound for another Pontius Insurance.com. Thanks to our friends at PontiusInsurance.com for all they've done for us. And yes, that will be it. Walzer will come out, pitches a third, plus this first batter. So now the DH will be out of the game because Moses, who went in as the pinch runner, now goes out to center field. So Moses will go to center field and Dom Cubelis will come in to pitch. Dom Cubelis, the freshman, who threw 5 innings in relief in the Riverside game. His first varsity innings of the season. Right now, the Everett coaching staff trying to confer everything. They see a runner who went in as a pinch runner, now going back in the field because he was the designated hitter. The DH/position player, a very crazy rule that was put into place by the NFHS 3 years ago now, and they did it for situations with the pitch count to allow one of your better bats to stay in the lineup as a DH after he is removed from the pitcher's mound. Coach Q of Neshannock doing it for the first time ever. It worked, well, basically exactly how you wanted it to work. So Andrew Moses will go out to center field. Dom Cubelis mentioned he had just that one appearance. It came in a big moment for the freshman lefty. Threw 5 1/3, 5 walks, 5 strikeouts, 4 hits allowed, scattered over those 5 innings in the state quarters against Riverside in the 11-inning game where Neshannock used 5 different pitchers. The number 1, Sebastian Corio, had thrown before, so he was unable to go up to pitching against West Middlesex. Cam Foy started. Zach Rich pitched a couple of batters. Walzer came in and threw an inning and a third. Then Cubelis came in and threw lights out for 5+ innings. And it was Gio Valentine after that who got the job done. But here in the bottom of the ninth, the state championship. After a leadoff walk, Mason Klontz, who's hit the ball hard a couple of times, he's been on base twice, steps to the plate, likely in a bunt scenario, and they're going to have the second base charge. Tried the pick off the first base with Crossan charging, hardly off the mound or off the base at all, was Carl Four at first base. Way up at third is Schaefer, not bunting though. On the first pitch is Klontz, misses upstairs for ball 1. Four who reached on the 4-pitch walk, Chase Walzer. Cubelis now in. Also upstairs, 2-0. 6 straight balls to start the bottom of the ninth. Everett has won 12 in a row. Looking for their first ever state crown. Breaking ball over the middle of the plate. Strike 1, 2-1 to count. Klontz, a .250 hitter. Not the RBI guy, though. He's hit it hard today. Fastball just misses inside. 3-1 to count. The Neshannock hurler is having a hard time finding the zone. Here in the ninth. 3-1 pitch. We'll have to wait. Time granted in the box to Klontz. Everett's motto, the job's not done yet. They keep finding a way to win. Neshannock's been the same on the other way. Who will come out today? 3-1, scoring a bunt. Pulls back, and it misses inside. Back-to-back walk. 2 on, nobody out. 9-hitter Jaden Zinn will step to the plate. One of the 6 seniors in this starting lineup, the second leadoff guy, basically. Right now, you got to figure he's trying to do a job. For at second, Klotz at first. Cubelis didn't like the sign. Steps off. They'll signal it again. The freshman, lefty, comes set. Lefty on righty. Squaring the bunt, pulling back. And it misses upstairs. All of a sudden, can't find the strike zone for the Neshannock relievers. The freshman being called upon in the bottom of the ninth. Another bunt, pullback, strike one called to Zinn. He had 12 ribbies in the regular season. Number 13 here would mean Everett's first ever state championship. Scoreless in the bottom of the ninth. Cubelis checks the runner at second, squaring the bunt again, and it's bunted back foul. 1-2 now the count to Zinn. We've seen Everett attempt the bunt already once with a 2-strike count. Will they keep the bunt on this time? Top of the order is in the on-deck circle. Malott, 1 for 4. The 1-2, runner goes. Ground ball, base hit between left and third, jumping over, it is the base runner. He's going to come to the plate without a throw. Everett walks it off in the bottom of the ninth inning. 1-0, the Warriors win it on a Jaden Zinn base hit, scoring Carl 4. The dream season for Neshannock comes up 1 run short. It's going to be double silver for the Lancers. And for Everett, the first time in program history, PIAA champions. The runner was off and going with the pitch. Great presence of mind from the senior base runner, Carl 4, to jump over the ball that was hit right at him between short and third. It would be a base hit all the way. Hurdles the baseball, never breaks stride, and is able to get home without a throw. Gleese was unable to handle it cleanly in the outfield. It wouldn't have mattered. 4 was already halfway home by the time Gleese got a glove to it. Everett 1, Neshannock 0 in 9 innings. We'll be back in a moment to recap it. Today's broadcast brought to you by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership.
Across the street and around the world, arts and entertainment, lifestyle, opinion, weather, photo galleries, video. You can even find your next job, house, and car. So look alive, Pittsburgh, and get the news you want and information you need all in one place. TribLive.com. TribLive.com. News and more 24/7.
Has your child's early education slowed down or even paused due to the pandemic? This is crucial time you can't get back. LCCAP can keep your little learner on track for success. We have options for working and non-working parents with in-person childcare and age-appropriate virtual learning to keep them busy and engaged. Parents, don't hit pause on early learning. Lawrence County Community Action Partnership can jumpstart their future. Learn more at lcap.org.
For 20 years, Bailey Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Bailey Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes. who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Rehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Mainly Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and or all therapy essentials. For the athletes of tomorrow, the weekend warriors, and everything in between, let Mainly Chiropractic keep. Back one final time here from Penn State in 9 innings. The Class 2A championship goes to the Everett Warriors. Here on our Tri-County Principals postgame show, they defeat Neshannock in 9 innings, 1-0 on the walk-off single from Jaden Zinn. First ever state championship for the Everett Warriors, as they're going to be announcing the names down on the field. It's going to be a pair of silver medals for the Lancers, district runner-up and now state runner-up for NHS. In the bottom of the 9th inning, a leadoff walk from Carl Four against the reliever Jacob Walzer. They then brought in the freshman Dom Cubelis. He walked the next batter, Mason Clock. Jaden Zinn couldn't get the bunt down, but on the 1-2 pitch with the runner going, golfs it into left field between short and third. Four, who was off and running with the pitch, easily scoring and winning the ball game. 1-0, the only run across the board here in the first game of 3 today at Medlar Field. We have a couple of awards we're going to have to give out for our Mainly Chiropractic Play of the Game and our LCAP Player of the Game. I think the LCAP Player of the Game has to go to the starting pitcher. What he did today, Grant Melder, 7 2/3 innings, 9 strikeouts, didn't give up a run. Had to come out because of the pitch count, and also just considering what he's done coming back off of the ankle injury. LCAP changing lives. Your LCAP Player of the Game goes to Grant Melder. For our Mainly Chiropractic Play of the Game, I think we're going to have to go with the senior J.R. Pross, and the ball hit over the pitcher's head. I believe Melder got a piece of it. Crossing going all the way close to second base to make the play, throw it on to first to get the out. That play back in the bottom of the 7th inning after he retired Jaden Zinn, who ended up getting the game-winning hit. 1 run on 7 hits, a pair of errors. Everett left 9 on base. Neshannock, no runs, just 2 hits, an error. They left 6 runners on the bag. The winning pitcher will be Trenton Malott in relief. Calvin Isminger, 8 innings of 1-hit baseball. He had 7 strikeouts. Both starters, incredible work here today for both the Everett Warriors and the Neshannock Lancers, whose season ends at 20-8. What a great season it has been. Shout out to the entire Neshannock Lancers family. Shout out to all the parents who helped with all of the gift baskets and goodies that were going out to the team. Just incredible stuff there, and I got to give a shout out. Mark Shaw's former colleague, know he's looking down on Happy Valley, wishing he could be here. Taken from us too soon. A picture of him stands in the dugout for each and every game with Neshannock all throughout the season. Shazi with us here today. Unfortunately, Neshannock, their first time ever losing an extra inning in a state playoff game. As Bubba gets his medal to the final medals for Neshannock. A tough end for what was a incredible season for this Neshannock Lancer program. Just never quit. But 3 straight games that they had in extra innings, finally one did not go their way. Special thanks to everybody associated with the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. We'll be back at it tomorrow for the Neshannock softball game, as they'll try to split the pair for the Lancers in the state tournament. Give a shout out to plenty who I know were tuning in live. Mrs. Boyle, Others down in Florida, California, as the seniors accept the medal, Colorado, Kansas, Indiana, Michigan, all over the country. We know those were tuned in to listen to today's game and will be as well tomorrow. Thanks to everybody for tuning in live or archived. You got to feel for a couple of those players, especially senior Sebastian Corio, didn't even have a chance to throw today. Bubba Fry ineligible all through the postseason. For Neshannock to get here without one of their top three pitchers, their number one hitter in many stat categories, absolutely impressive what they were able to accomplish here this season. Final score one last time. Everett 1, Neshannock 0 in 9 innings. Today's broadcast brought to you in part by Maley Chiropractic, by Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George, by the Red Zone, by Pontius Insurance, by the Crane Room Grill, by the Tri-County Principals Association, by Something for Your Wall Photography. Today's championship broadcast also brought to you in part by Pat Calero State Farm, by the Union Area Baseball Team, by R. Cunningham Funeral Home and Crematory, by Citizens Hunting Company, our powering sponsor, by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. I'm James Dotson signing off here from Penn State. Final score one last time, 1-0 Everett in 9 innings. It was the Class 2A state championship presented by LCCAP. Have a great night, everyone.